Hi everyone, it's me. And today, do you truly know justice? Superman equals to bad? Huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you have witnessed here today is a flash mob of flashing flashes flashing. Truly, the comedic stylings of this show have hit a new low.
A lot of flash.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory!
Hello Internet! Welcome to Film Theory! Hi!
The smartest, but definitely not the fastest of shows on YouTube. Unless you measure speed by the time it takes to make you cringe, in which case, call me Usain Bolt! Hey, you remember last year when Justice League...
Get it? Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive?
Came out? No. No one? Well, not all that surprising since this thing earned less than Man of Steel. Which means that most of you watching probably didn't go out and see it. But don't worry, you didn't miss all that much. Here, I'm gonna...
Which Justice League are you talking about? Are you talking about the Justice League or Snyder's Cut Justice League?
catch you up on the best bits. By the way, spoiler alert.
I am the Flash.
The Flash. Flash. The Flash. 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 The best Flash.
Yeah, basically the Flash stole the whole movie. Aquaman whined, Wonder Woman was the victim of oddly sexist jokes, and Batman just refused to act.
You ever hear of Superman? He died fighting next to me.
Oh yeah, and I guess Cyborg was there too, but even in writing that recap, I completely forgot that he was even a part of the team, so, you know. Nope, the
He was cut out in a lot of the parts, you know.
Flash was the only useful one.
My special skills include viola, web design, fluent in sign language.
Not only was he a well-realized character, but he was also the only character to demonstrate truly useful powers in the movie's big fight scenes. The situation is so bad that Batman, overwhelmed by feeling outclassed by the actual superheroes with actual superpowers...
Superhero with superpowers, and then there is Batman. Why are you actually? I'm rich.
Attempts to commit suicide as a part of the final battle. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Everyone else has to be like, no, Batman, you are useful to this team. You're great. You add so much leadership to the team.
And budget-wise.
Though your decision to revive Superman almost gets us all killed. Oh yeah, Superman gets himself reborn in record time midway through the movie, which is treated as this big reveal. Except, you know, you can't reveal stuff that's already on the box art. He gets himself some really neat CGI lips in the process. And then Zombie Soups turns on the crew because, you know, DC wanted another crack at the whole superhero v superhero concept because it went so well last time. And then he flies off to a cornfield to sulk because the movie needed a reason to ensure that the grossly overpowered character didn't save the day until the final battle.
Well, at least this time they do not have the Save Martha, but they have the Do you bleed?
Fast forward to the ending, Steppenwolf is defeated, Batman chooses the Justice League HQ, there's a Deathstroke Easter egg, Superman destroys all life on the planet Earth, and end credits. Like I said, you didn't miss all that much. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you wondering about that whole Superman destroying all life on the planet Earth bit? Yeah, well, you don't actually see it happen on screen, but it is definitely an unintended consequence of Superman's actions throughout this movie. Based on what we see during the Easter egg ending of Justice League, I can prove for a scientific fact that Superman would decimate the Earth that he had sworn, died, and was reborn to protect.
I don't understand. It's just a simple race. It's just a simple race between who is faster, Superman or the Flash, right? What's so special about it? Huh. Do you say... Okay, let's watch.
To understand how that works though, our story begins with the Flash. So, Barry Allen was a scientist who one night gets struck by lightning. Next thing you know, he can move at incredible speeds, as you do. That freak accident gives Barry the ability to tap into what's known as the Speed Force.
The Speed Force!
An extra-dimensional source of energy that allows him to not only move fast, but fundamentally alter the way physics works around his body. In short, the Speed Force allows Barry to move at light speeds.
No, light speed is too slow. We're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
ludicrous speeds, which honestly is probably a more accurate descriptor, without having to worry about all the messy consequences that physics demands would come with moving quickly. And let me assure you, those consequences are definitely messy. You see, when you swim, the water in front of you has to move out of your way. And this is true for any fluid that you're moving through. Water, certainly, but it can also be things like pudding. If you pull a guava juice and fill your bathtub with random liquids for those sweet, sweet YouTube kids views. But more than anything else, the fluid we deal with day to day is air. When we normally run through air, we pass through the air molecules pretty darn easily because their velocity is so much higher than our own. The molecules just move out of the way. But when you start running at ludicrous speeds, the particles are forced together. They get trapped in front of you, becoming, in essence, a molecular traffic jam because they can't get out of the way of each other.
Something like a barrier.
And as you can imagine, not only is weird stuff happening in front of you, but you're also leaving a path of chaos in your wake as well. As the Flash builds up these molecules in front of him, he's creating a mini vacuum behind himself, a low-density area left in his wake. And as a result, air molecules rush in to fill that space like the Red Sea post-Noah. But is this collection of air molecules really that big of a deal? Well, just how much damage all this would cause would depend on the Flash's speed. Now, in the comics, the Flash has been shown to travel any speed he needs to, and he's been able to reach those ludicrous speeds I keep mentioning. As just one example, in JLA number 48, a series covering the adventures of the Justice League, a nuclear warhead is launched towards North Korea, threatening to kill over 500,000 people. To save all those lives, the Flash, Wally West at this point, rushes in and rescues each and every one of those 500,000 people.
But you must understand that is Wally West, that is not Barry Allen. Different characters in the different characters portrayed.
Carrying them all 35 miles away. But here's the catch. He rescues them after the bomb has already detonated. So he's rescuing 500,000 people in what the comic says is 0.00001 microseconds. That means he ran 35 miles there and 35 miles back at least 250,000 times, since he could be carrying 2 people at a time, in 0.00000000001 seconds. Doing the math, that translates to him moving 9 trillion times the speed of light. But since that's an absurd number, and since I'm specifically interested in Justice League, let's just stick to how the Flash behaves in the DCEU. If I'm being thorough, and I kinda gotta be for anything involving comics, otherwise I get inundated with really angry emails, I should technically mention that we've seen the Flash move faster than the speed of light. Back in Batman v Superman, Flash appeared to Bruce Wayne, telling him to look into Lois.
Time travel!
Well, some people have written this off as just a part of Batman's nightmare that would actually make no sense. At this point in the movie, Bruce has no idea that Superman is Clark Kent, has never seen the Flash before, and would only have known Lois Lane as a reporter. So this is the Flash reaching out to Bruce by running faster than time itself. But since that's just a theory I have, let's look for something a bit more concrete. Luckily, Justice League gives me exactly what I need. While Flash is trying to outmaneuver a newly resurrected Superman, a dramatic moment reveals that Superman is keeping his gaze locked on the Flash as he moves. This helps.
Yes. I was watching this part, right, and I was like, oh my god! Everybody was fighting against Superman, and Superman was like, focus on the fights, and then wow, it's like, oh gosh, that feeling of someone can match my speed, someone that can be faster than me.
Tells us one very important detail, that the Flash is not moving faster than the speed of light in this scene. In fact, at this moment, Flash is moving slow enough that Superman, from a few feet away mind you, can keep a visual lock on him. You see, sight works when the eye takes in light that's been reflected off of another object. As a result, what you're seeing is always slightly behind what's actually there, as it takes time for the light to travel between the object and your eye, and then for your brain to process that image.
So technically speaking, if you think about it, right now, live stream is not technically live, it's a few seconds off, especially when there's lag lah, it will be a bit a few minutes off. But still, yeah, you get
So
the
if you were to move faster than the speed of light, well, weird things would happen because relativity as we know it would start to break down. But one thing other people certainly wouldn't be able to do is accurately track your movements. Superman may be super, but even he can't speed up the rate at which light is traveling. And also, yeah, he may be tracking Flash using some other method, but it seems like it's clearly meant to be that Superman sees
Sight.
the Flash. So even though it's very possible that Barry Allen's able to travel faster than the speed of light, it's very possible that Superman is tracking the Flash's movements using some other method. For our purposes today, let's just assume that Barry is traveling slightly slower than the speed of light, allowing Superman to see him in the scene. Don't worry, it doesn't change the end results all that much. The speed of light is 671 million miles per hour. So let's put Barry slightly below that at 670 million miles per hour.
Don't worry, it doesn't change that much.
Here's the problem. At speeds that high, Barry would be walking around with a fusion bomb going off on his chest. No joke, humans right now have a hard time achieving fusion because of a little wrinkle called the Coulomb barrier. For
The Coulomb barrier.
fusion to happen, particles have to get
particles.
really close together, about 10 to the negative 15th meters close, in order for the strong nuclear force that exists in atoms to fuse the particles together. However, there's a problem with that. Just like magnets, two protons that are pushed together repel each other due to their mutual positive charge. This is the Coulomb barrier. Now, the barrier can be overcome by traveling really fast, speeds that, under most normal circumstances, are nearly
Jackie Chan.
impossible for humans to achieve. I'm talking 44,738,725 miles per hour levels of fast. But superheroes don't operate under normal circumstances. Like I said, Barry is traveling at 670 million miles per hour on a conservative estimate. That's nearly 15 times faster than what's needed to overcome Coulomb's barrier. And so fusion reactions would be happening over and over again in that dense cloud of molecules that's building up in front of him. And each of those reactions would correspond to a temperature of around 5 billion degrees. And that's not all. According to work done at the University of California, San Diego, these sorts of temperatures and energies would turn little bits of air molecules into plasma. Left alone, those small particles of plasma would explode to the size of football fields in 0.1 millisecond. So as he ran, Barry would be lighting off thousands of high-energy fusion reactions and giant plasma explosions wherever he went close to light speed. Which is why, in Justice League and the comics, it's so lucky that he has access to the Speed Force.
Oh, the plot armor, the speed force. Do you expect that?
Which renders all of this a moot point. Remember, the Speed Force warps the physics of the air around him so he doesn't overheat and cause a plasma streak. And that
Plot armor.
would be the end, except for one man. Superman. At
Super.
the end of the movie, Flash
With the mustache.
and Supes go in for a race. Superman, stop! You're gonna kill us all! You see, despite his ability to move incredibly fast, Superman doesn't have access to the Speed Force. He's not what the DC Universe refers to as a speedster. Superman travels fast because of his strength and his muscles, not because he has access to some extra-dimensional power. Sure, in the movies and comics, Superman has moved fast, often multiple times faster than the speed of light, but he has never once, in all the research that I did, tapped into that special force. And that becomes a serious problem because Superman is about to race Barry Allen around the world and at least try to keep up. And thanks to this moment from Man of Steel, we know, based on the fire surrounding his body, that Superman actively collides with the atmosphere and burns on re-entry at really fast speeds. Unlike Barry, though, there is no magical field extending a millimeter away from his skin that can magic away this problem. With
Magical away.
no speed force to control the air molecules around him, all those awful things I said about Barry absolutely apply to Superman. He's gonna ignite the air wherever he goes, and in a race of this magnitude, that definitely means fusion-level reactions and plasma eruptions across the globe happening in less than a blink of an eye. When Superman reaches even half of light speed, he's already generating an incredible 9.8 times 10 to the 19th power joules of energy. That
Half of
is
it?
roughly 40 times more powerful than the strongest hydrogen bomb ever detonated. That is going to devastate the planet below him wherever he goes, completing the job that Zod and Steppenwolf couldn't do on their own. Earth's greatest threat was its greatest hero all along. Maybe Batman v Superman was right.
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race, and if we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
Ugh, I just feel dirty even saying that. But hey, that's just a theory.
Alright, half machines, half plot device. Swimming hobo. No. Batman. The fastest comedian alive. The hero DC needed but doesn't deserve. True. Wonder Woman a standalone movie is awesome.
A film
theory.
And before we end today's episode, a special announcement. Theorist merch is on sale now, but supplies are super limited. So if you want to look cool and nerdy and rock some bright green socks, well then click the link in the description below or the iCard in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. We've already run out of 3 items, so make sure you're clicking that link now to grab your t-shirt before they're gone forever. And as a special bonus to anyone who places an order, you get a complimentary limited edition Game Theory pin. And in true Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory spirit, a chance at winning a golden coin. But not just any golden coin, a gold coin that might get you access to something pretty darn special later this year. If you're a fan of any of the Theorist channels, I guarantee it's something that you're gonna be wanting in your possession. Now put that away, Stephanie, you're looking too much like the girl from Get Out. And why aren't you putting the milk in the cereal? It's just weird that you're eating them separate. So anyway, click the link in the description or the eye icon in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Grab your merch before it disappears, and make sure you're showing off your nerdy Theorist bright lime green pride. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to do some research on summer vacation. I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find this video very interesting and very unique to watch. Quite special, isn't it? If you do like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Don't forget to follow my channel, and I sincerely appreciate all the support and encouragement for my work. Thank you so much for being so awesome, super grateful and sincere appreciation for being so wonderful and uplifting. Thank you so much for motivational words. And yeah, hope to see you in my next video. But hey, that's just a theory, a film theory, and cut. Thank you. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye bye! Once again, please do remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye!